If you've been thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, we're going to talk about it after this. Alright guys, I'm Kyle from Adventures at Home, and I am pumped today. I just recently posted my first YouTube video. Never thought I would do it, but I finally got it done and I did it. Granted, it probably wasn't the best, but from everything I've been hearing, your first will always be your worst, so it can only get better from there. So while I was doing it, I was watching all of these videos on just anywhere, YouTube, everywhere, mostly YouTube, and I was getting a lot of tips and hints from a lot of people on how to start a YouTube video, but most of them were experts. And you know, as much as I like the expert's opinion, a lot of this stuff is way above my head. So, and a lot of the advice out there is if you are going to do it, you're probably just going to have to figure it out as you go. So that's what this video is made to do. We're going to learn as we go. So if you've been wanting to start a YouTube video, or a YouTube channel rather, see, I don't even have the verbiage right yet. I'm getting there. But if you've been wanting to start your own channel, now's the time for it. It's time to get off your butts, stop being lackadaisical about it, and let's get a video together. We're going to learn together. So I'm going to walk through some of the stuff. But as you probably saw, I've got, you know, I already have an intro together and I have a few other things. So I'm a little bit ahead of the game, but I'm going to do some videos to get you guys caught up. But the first thing we're going to talk about is what your channel is going to be about. I started a simple company about a year ago, and it was built around my passion, and my passion is woodworking and DIY and just general, do anything you can build or make or invent even yourself and make it. That's what I love doing. I'm an engineer by trade, so a lot of the design stuff I just enjoy doing. So I decided to start a company and try and sell some of the stuff on the side. And you know, I sold stuff here or there, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. And someone said to me once, a little bit down the road, and you know, these are probably, or this is a really cool product, but could you imagine having to make this over and over and over again? And admittedly, it was my mother. Don't tell her I said that. But it was great advice, because it was making the same thing over and over, just wasn't what I was looking for. So my son, thankfully, he was in my first video because he's been badgering me over and over. He loves watching YouTube and he loves watching this stuff, and he wanted me to make a YouTube video. So finally I investigated it, and I thought that this was a good route to take, just to, you know, find a better way to monetize my passion. So that's the first thing we're going to talk about is, you know, your idea for your channel. It's got to be something that you're passionate about. It's got to be something that you're going to enjoy doing. The way I look at it is all I'm going to do is keep doing the stuff that I was doing, but I'm going to film it. And the best part is I'm going to teach other people how to do it so they can get the same sense of joy and excitement that I do when I build something or complete something, and I could have bought it for, you know, 3 times the price of what I made it for, and I made it myself, and I, you know, came up with a different design myself, and it works. And that's a great feeling, and I hope to share that with other people. So that's kind of the direction I'm going to take with my channel, and you kind of want to find the same thing for yours. I'm no expert, so we'll see if it works out or not. But there's a lot of the channels out there, but you know, I'm going to try it and I'm going to see what happens. But the first thing is, let's get rolling. Let's get a video together. Let's get it out there. So step number 1 is come up with your idea. So once I had the idea, and I kept going back and forth, and I kept watching videos, and I thought, I gotta be an expert. I gotta, you know, I can't look like a fool posting this first video. And if you go back and watch some of these big channels, their first videos aren't really that great. You know, we all have to start somewhere. So I did read somewhere that, you know, just throw a simple review out there. Just do that for your first video. Just get something out there. And I'll tell you, for me, for sure, being in front of the camera was a different experience. And I can't tell you how long we had to tape to, you know, splice together pieces of video that we could actually put out there and actually, you know, have a finished piece. And, you know, I recorded for so long, and when it's all said and done, we ended up with like a video that was 3 minutes and I think 30 seconds and change. And we've got the whole product together, and we look at how long it is, and I go, oh my gosh, that's how much work it took to put these together. And so I figure it can only get easier from there. So we're going to cover some more stuff in future videos, but your homework from this video is come up with a passion. Or not come up with a passion, you know your passion, but is it one that you would feel comfortable sharing? You know, can you, are you able to, you know, videotape yourself doing it and feel comfortable with that? It's not going to be comfortable at first, I can tell you that. It's, I mean, maybe you're natural. I certainly am not. You can hear me kind of stumble along with my words. But this one I'm going to try and not splice together a whole bunch of pieces, and I'm just going to try and talk and, you know, kind of feel natural. So we'll see how it goes. But so your homework is come up with the idea that you're going to make for your video, and if you can think of it, try and find something. Don't even worry about making the video yet. Just try and find something that you can do a product review on, and start there and start coming up with ideas. It took me a long time. All we did was a simple LED collar for our dog, which we thought was the greatest thing since sliced bread, because we had this tiny little one, and now we have a full, you can watch the video, but we've got a really bright collar for him, and it's rechargeable, so we don't have to reuse the batteries. But we think it's an awesome product. And I thought, well, that's simple. I can talk about that. That should be easy. And it wasn't. So you know, we know all the features. We knew those off the top of our head. But when you actually like sit in front of a camera and try and come up with this stuff off the top of your head, it's a little more difficult. So I would say a little more preparation on my end would definitely have helped. So if you can find a product, why don't you just make a list of the features you like? You know, hopefully it's you bought it online or something like that, so you can show, you know, where you bought it. We'll get into affiliate marketing a little bit later in the videos, but for right now, just come up with an idea for your video. Let us know what it's going to be in the comments down below. And why don't you find a product you're going to review, and you can start thinking about making your first video about that. That's a pretty simple one, and it's going to break the ice, and it's going to get you out there, and it's going to get you feeling a little bit more comfortable in front of the camera. Then we can go into a little more detail on, you know, AVL, as they say. You know, audio, video, and lighting. So we'll address those a little bit later down the road. But right now, I need to create a better place to videotape. I got a workspace over there that the table doesn't look so hot anymore, just from all my projects. So I got to improve that. I luckily have this nice tool wall behind me that I can film against, but I definitely need to find something better. I've got my camera resting on my table saw right now to film. So, and we're going to go through, you know, setting up a place to film, and, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, and maybe it's going to be vlogging, so you can just do it sitting at a desk. But, you know, I don't have the biggest house in the world, and I don't have the biggest workshop, but we're going to piece it together. And I thought it would be great if you'd like to come along for the ride and hopefully piece together your own channel. So let us know what you're going to do. Hit the like button if you like it, and subscribe. I know it's a lot to ask to subscribe. I know it's my first video, but I'd like to know how many people out there we're actually going to be able to reach with this, and how many people are going to follow along. Because I'd like for you to come along on this journey, and for you to make your dream my dream, I would like you to build your dream with me as well. So we'll see if that happens. If you are an expert video maker or one of the famous ones out there and you happen to stumble across this video, I'd love any pointers you can have. I'm starting from ground zero. So any pointers would be welcome. Any pointers would be welcome. See, stumbling over my words, but I'm just gonna post it. And because I have to get used to it, and I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that I'll probably make mistakes and it's gonna go up online for all of you to see. So until next time, we're gonna help you create your own adventure at home.